Alright guys, I just want to say something before we start this video. There's only one way to live life, and that is just to do it, alright? Like, I am riding home right now. I mean, obviously this is going to be the beginning of another video. But I am riding home right now, and I just got so much, like, drive right now. I don't know. That's how it is every night, alright? Like, every time I get off work and everything, I just get myself pumped up and get ready for the next day, alright? Like, I got so much drive that it's just, I'm going to exceed and I am going to be successful, alright? There's no other way around it. And honestly, to be successful, you have to do stuff, alright? It doesn't matter if you're sitting at a desk doing like paperwork or doing stocks or whatever. You got to do it. You got to get up and you just got to do it. So honestly, guys, just get off your butt and go do something. If you are like down right now, like I've had a tremendous, like a beyond tremendous like loss in the family and everything. It was bad, but it drove me to the point where I wanted to be successful, all right? Like, I was down, I was lazy, I quit the shop and everything, and I thought, you know, a factory, this and that. But guys, just, I don't really know how to explain it. But just think about it. If you have two sources of income, like just two sources, like you have one job, all right, then once you get done with that job, if it's a morning job and you get off at like 12 o'clock, because that's what I done at the factory, then go do something else. Like I tried starting my own little pressure washing company, or not really a pressure washing company, but like a little business. So when I was working at the factory, it just wasn't enough. Like I felt like I wasn't going anywhere in life. Like I had a job and everything, but it doesn't matter if you have a job. Like I did not feel like I was going anywhere. So I made plenty of videos. I'll show you a couple of the videos before and after or whatever. But even then, like having that one job, I did not feel like I was doing enough. So like I said, I was trying to start that business and it went kind of good and everything, but I just couldn't get my name out there enough. And then at the time that I was really about to dedicate myself and start buying, the time where I was going to start buying some like decent equipment, and I was going to go start knocking on door to door, be like, hey, do you need something washed or whatever? I'll do it cheap. Like, you know, just to get my name out there. Like, do it cheap first time, do a really good job, and everybody will be like, wow, this guy does a really good job for cheap, and they'll tell their friends and everything. What I'm trying to say to you guys, if you guys are feeling down, just get up and go do something. Like, I've had so much stuff going through my head since that loss or whatever, and when I just started, I was like, you know what? Just do something. Just go do something. Get out of bed and just do something. Even if it's something little, dumb, who cares? It gets that off your mind, and if anything, it would help you out later on, if that makes sense. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and enjoy. Woo! Alright guys, fuel lines are off. Yeah, look you there. Old cherry picker putting in the work. So we're just putting a new head gasket on this, right?
I'm pretty sure, but I'm not exactly sure.
I'd say once we get it back together and like seal it up, spray it with a water hose, and clean all that up and paint it. That's probably what Timmy will end up wanting us to do. Looky there. And then we're gonna put a new football gasket in it. This thing is leaking a little bit everywhere. See where all that oil's coming from. Oh snap. Woo! Look at that view, guys. Heck yeah. We are at the farm, and what we're doing right now is we're getting all these beloved little plugs out of this beloved little truck. See if I can get these out without taking the whole plug out. That would be sweet, awesome, and amazing. Just because I grabbed the wrong bit. And I only bring one bit, so you know, it kind of sucks. And it's gonna take a couple of days to get them. So it needs to leave today. So we can't really wait on lots, if that would make sense. So we gotta get these things out right now. And heck yeah. God dang it, that sucker won't come out. But I'm gonna get all these out real quick. All you gotta do, I mean, you can take these off, but you can also go around through the back and then go through it like this, and then just turn it, and it comes out. All right, we got most of them. So these are the old style plugs, or these are the old plugs right here. And then it looks like they've already changed and ran into the same issue we ran into. So these are the plugs they used right here. So that works. So we got all the plugs we need. I needed a couple of these because a couple of them didn't have it. So I'm gonna take these as well. And then let's go wire them in and then get some bulbs, clean them up, and put them on. Freaking excited. Oh, I left this beloved drill over here. Well, this thing is still on the trailer, guys. I haven't, yeah, this thing's bottomed out. Golly bum. And I couldn't get that tire back on because, you know, all that junk right there. But I can't wait to put that strap down my new car. Can't wait. It's gonna be sick. I need to get this thing off the trailer immediately. I just need a truck to pull it off, or something stout enough to pull it off, because, yeah, it needs to get off this trailer. But I'm giving the Timmy, or the rear end, to Timmy. And then the rims I am trading for an LS with a little bit of boot. 200 bucks a boot with the rims. So I think that's a pretty good deal. And then I'll have an LS for something to put in. And then I have a 5.4. Then I got another 32 valve. I actually got two 32 valves. Dude, I got like 6 motors. It's awesome. So we're gonna go to Napa real quick. Oh, look at Miss Paris over there. Now we're on our way to Napa. Miss Paris, she wanted a hug, a little kiss. But here we go. I plan on just getting the bulbs, because that's all I need is the bulbs. And heck, maybe they have some lenses that I could get. You never know. But here we go, guys. Going along. Oh, this thing's so mean. This thing's my girl. Let's see here. Don't come on. Listen to her purr. That's about 0 to 60 in 10.56 seconds. Woohoo! Yeah. Alrighty, guys, we got new wires wired in. They're cleaned up, everything's heat shrinked. Another thing I had to do is when I took these things off, a bunch of the bolts broke. So this looks like a sorry job, but this is where the old rivet went, and it would not go through it at all. The drill bit would not, especially when there's a bolt inside of it. It just kept slipping off. So I was like, all right, so I just slid the light over and then drew new holes, and then we're gonna put a bolt all the way through it and a nut on the back. What I wanted to do is I wanted to just put a rivet in there and then leave it like that, but Dad had different plans. So what I'm gonna go do is I'm gonna go get some bolts and nuts and washers and put these new lights in, and then there we go. Got these, I got the bulbs. So this thing ought to work out pretty good. That, got the little bulbs, and I got these to cover the back, and then the front lights will be done. All right, so I just double checked all the plugs and made sure that they were working, and they all are working. Now all I need to do is go get them bolts and then put her together, and there we go. She's ready to rock and roll. Rock and roll. Oh yeah, they are all working. Can't really see it, but they're all working, and it looks good. Look at that. Looks all original, except that piece right there, but that's just a bunch of extra wire, but it looks good. Everything's back where it's supposed to be, and they're all working, so I'm happy with it. Heck yeah. It's awesome. Yeah, look at there. She's all cleaned up, sparkly. I gotta clean the inside of the cylinders out a little bit more. I'm gonna let that diesel set in there for a while. Maybe it would break some of the carbon loose or something, but cylinder head is clean. And now I gotta clean the head, which I'm gonna do that later when we get ready to put it on, because I need someone to help me hold it up or pry it up or something, you know, just make sure. But yeah, there we go, guys. I'm not sure what this thing's going to be going in, but we are going to be, surely we're going to pressure wash it and get all the stuff off and then paint it, surely, because that's a lot of dust and everything. It's pretty bad. It's not the best looking at right now, but tell me, the sake of selling, it's going to look good. Remember that motor that I painted that went inside that Classic? It turned out to be awesome. Woo! Yeah, she's getting all kind of messed up. From the downpipe down, there is no exhaust. That's just one little piece. But woo!
Hey, that shit just come out.
Alrighty, while we're waiting on the exhaust, this little cap right here, the cam cap, whatever you want to call it, we think that right there is not sealed, and that's what's causing all this oil in the front of the motor. This is honestly, I think, the only oil leak this thing has got. So I'm gonna take that off, clean it up real good, Permatex it, and then there we go. Let's get this baby clean off. Yeah, look at her go. There we go. I'm gonna show you guys a little before and after. There we go. There's the finished. So looks pretty good, nice and clean. Oh yeah. Now what I'm gonna do, instead of putting a gasket in here, I don't care what you guys say, because I've done this several times, but instead of putting a gasket here, you just put Permatex and it seals it. That's how I put a lot of the motors together, is just with Permatex, like this little cap right here. Because that gasket, it eventually, it's just, I don't know, I don't like it. Anyway, we don't have a gasket, so what I'm going to do is put Permatex on it. And the Permatex will hold it. I know for a fact, because like I said, I've done it. But here we go, guys. Look how clean she is. There we go, got the surface cleaned. Looks good, nice and flat. Now, I'm gonna take this piece right here with a bunch of Permatex, slap it on it. Easy way to tell how these things go on is the numbers always go up. So it always sits like this with that emblem on top. That's how it always sits, because these bolts patterns are different. See how the 3 are close and the 2 on bottom? You'll know, you know what I mean if you've ever done it before, but yeah. So it always goes like this with the emblem up to the very top bolt. There she is. She's on there. Looks good, everything's tight. Now I'm gonna take some brake cleaner and spray around here, get all that oil off and everything. So when we start it up, and if it is still leaking, we'll kind of know where leaking is coming from, because we definitely know it's not going to be this, and see if it is going to be that, you know what I mean? Because it'll be draining down right here and you'll be able to see it because it'll be fresh oil. So there we go. We got her all cleaned off and ready to go. So we'll know if this thing is able to leak or going to leak. Oh dang, I just hit my knee on that lug. Woo, that hurt. But it's about to start storming, guys. Like, there's lightning and everything. It's about to start storming bad. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna put these tools up because I don't like lightning. I've had a very bad experience with lightning, and lightning ain't fun. Lightning's scary, lightning is dangerous, and it can kill you. I'm telling you.
We need men out here working.
Well, it's about to start raining, and I am in this beloved Camaro, and I got to pull this up right here just to roll up the window. Trying to be careful with everything, not break anything, and try to hurry at the same time. And I gotta plug this in. There we go. I just barely got her in there. So, woo! Roll her up, roll her up. All right, another window's up, so that's all we gotta worry about. Sweet. All right, let's put this thing back over here. There she goes. Now, not to worry about anything. That's good. Window, door is unlocked. See, unlock, lock, unlock. Dang, that thing's snappy, Jesus. All right, unlock, unlock, unlock. All right, so I shouldn't have a reason. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this because I don't trust people anymore. There we go. I'm just gonna take the key out and then lock the car. Locked, so I have the key in my hand. And the reason why I say I have the key in my hand and all this and that is because I have very bad experiences with locking myself out of cars, and just I have bad experience with keys. There we go. Let's roll my windows up. There we go. Got the key in my hand. And oh, roast them! Woo!
What?
Roast them!
They won't do it.
Do it! Do it! Do it! Give it some gas! Oh man, he ain't leaving yet. Alrighty, guys, check this thing out. Look what I got. I got a hunk of junk. I got a hunk of junk. That's what I got. Woo! Put that up. Check that out. 5.4. It does have the single overhook cam, or single head cam, but they're changeable, and guess what? Just guess what this thing is going in. Oh, it's gonna be awesome. It's going to be sweet. I got some heads that can go right on this thing, and I'm gonna get some cams, I'm gonna get some pistons, bump up the compression, and then turbo. That's my plan. That's what I'm doing. I don't care what any of you guys say. I'm putting a freaking 5.4 in it. All right, I'm doing it, and I don't care what any of y'all say. Then, even that, I got a freaking tranny. Let's see if I can. I got a tranny. Oh yeah. And then I got a rear end. Let's see if I can go back here. Yeah, and then I got a rear end. So, guess what? I'm stripping this thing down, and then I can literally get my money back just by scrapping the dang thing. Guess how much I paid for this? Leave it in the comment. Guess how much I paid for it. And I'll let you know at the end of the video. And if you guys are close, I'll give you guys a cookie or something. Some weird thing. The guy I bought it from was like, hey, if you don't want the seats, you can probably sell them, blah, blah. Guys, I really don't want to go through that. I tried going through that with the Mach 1, the one I wrecked, but it's just not worth it. It really ain't. It's just, I'm junking it. I don't care. And these things even got a, dang, that's cool. But this is the 4-wheel drive. I'll Timmy that he could have the tranny out of it, but he said for that Ford, for that dually he's got, and he said they wouldn't fit. I was like, all right, whatever. So Probably gonna take it out, just give it to someone. I mean, I don't really have anything to do for it. Literally the only thing I want and I am keeping out of this car is the motor and the rear end. I care less about the tranny, care less about any of it. I'm just gonna scrap her down and then get done with it. It does kind of suck that I didn't get to keep the rims, but I mean, for $350, I care less. The motor runs in this thing. It does run. It turns over great. He just took all the gas out of it, but I don't really know why, but I don't know. I don't know the whole situation, but he said the motor runs and the fuel tank is empty, so I guess I'm kind of trusting him on that. But even if the motor don't run, I don't care. I'm taking the heads off of it, I'm gonna look through it, and I'm gonna rebuild it. So, heck, I don't care. I'm excited about this. Well, guys, so we have a 5.4 now. What do you think about it? I'm pretty excited, all right? This car is going to be mean, it's gonna be stout, and it's going to be drivable, if that makes sense. There's a certain point where it's just not drivable anymore. You know, it's only race car and that's it. But heck, let me know how this video went, and I really hope you guys are excited for all the little action I'm doing. I'm going to demolish that little expedition over there and just probably look through everything. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with all the 4.6 I got. I don't know yet, but just let me know. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys see you on the next one.